What do you think that is? I don't know. Look at that.
It's the talk of the internet and in many Calgary households tonight. Just before 8 p.m., a bright cluster of streaking pink and yellow lights was seen soaring through the night sky over Calgary and neighboring communities. Many were lucky enough to catch it on their cell phones. Some observers likened it to a meteor. Others believed it to be space junk or a broken up satellite. The object, whatever it was, appeared to travel from west to east, lasting about 45 seconds. It comes a day after a meteor shot over Vancouver about 100 times the speed of light, setting off a fireball and a sonic boom. Here's what else we have for you tonight. Yet another water main break.
I would definitely say it's challenging.
Calgary businesses say they need water to stay open. Will Alberta scrap the spring forward, fall back practice?
I like more sunlight at night, and I think most people do too.
The Premier says her government will start consulting on the idea. And a powerful message in flashing lights.
When you see those lights way ahead of you, start moving out, start slowing down.
To keep both you and emergency workers safe.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Camilla Di Giuseppe.
Good evening. A water main break along 17th Avenue Southwest yesterday afternoon has created traffic headaches and left more than 20 businesses without water. The city says a contractor caused the rupture. Tyson Fedor has more on the fallout for local businesses and when the pipe will be fixed.
The staff at two hair salons on 17th Avenue are busy taking calls from clients having to reschedule due to a water main break Wednesday.
The way that we found out that we have no water was by turning on the taps and no water coming out. So we weren't informed, so there was a bit of panic for when that happened.
Demira Miro says the impact on business could cost 3 days of revenue lost and many frustrated clients.
We can't operate without water at all, as per the Alberta Health Board. So it's been pretty challenging. We have to send all of our employees home. They can't work. We have to turn our guests away. They can't get their hair done.
22 businesses are without water. Traffic has been slowed in the area with crews closing westbound lanes to work on repairs. The city has provided water wagons for those impacted in the area.
This water emergency was caused by a contractor completing some tiebacks for an adjacent excavation that's being completed for what I would assume to be a fairly large building.
Excavation of the road began Thursday, and the city is hopeful repairs will be complete within 48 hours. However, more complicated breaks may take up to 72 hours or more.
Until we actually get down on our infrastructure and determine the extent of the damage, we won't know what we have to do to repair our infrastructure.
Despite this pipe burst not being the fault of aging infrastructure, the city says the pipes in the Scarborough and Bankview areas are more than a century old.
We actually have pipes in older areas like 17th Avenue that were installed in the early 1900s, and they operate fine and no issues running them.
It's unclear on when water will be restored. Tyson Fedor, CTV News, Calgary.
Starting Monday, Stage 4 water restrictions will kick in as repairs start on the Bearspaw feeder main. Expect them to last about a month. The city says it wants Calgarians in the area 500 million litres of water use daily. Alberta could soon be following BC's lead and do away with twice-a-year clock changes.
I think if you just ask people, do you want to stop the time change, you'd probably end up with overwhelming support on that, as they have in other jurisdictions.
The Premier says her government will consult on ending the spring forward, fall back practice. Smith says she'd prefer moving to permanent daylight time because it would mean extra sunshine in the evening. On Monday, British Columbia announced that this weekend will be the last time residents there will spring their clocks ahead, locking in on daylight time. In a 2021 referendum, just over half of Albertans who voted said no to adopting daylight time. No word on whether Albertans will vote again on the issue or if the province will have the final say.
daylight saving debate.
Triple-digit tax hikes from the provincial government have shocked Calgarians, but we aren't the only ones. Property owners in neighboring cities like Chestermere and Airdrie will also have to pay much more this year. The Premier is defending the move, saying it's the price to pay to cover growth. Jordan Canagan has more.
A week after the provincial budget dropped, Alberta municipalities are adjusting to provincial taxes going up.
45% of the tax bill is going to the province, meaning that only 55% of that tax bill actually remains in Chestermere for us to be able to utilize.
Chestermere is seeing the largest increase in the amount of money needing to go to the province for education taxes of any city in Alberta. The overall requisition amount for Chestermere is jumping by 31%. The average homeowner there will pay $300 more in property taxes to the province.
Anytime that anybody sees an increase right now, it certainly doesn't make the affordability easier. And what I would say with that is this is where it's going to be really, really important that the province continues to partner with municipalities on the communication about this.
Nearby, Airdrie is also dealing with a tax hike. The overall provincial requisition for that city climbing by 19%. The average Airdrie homeowner will pay $259 more to the Alberta government this year.
Affordability is huge. People do find a way. I think, though, in Airdrie, the critical thing to understand is that our community is so vocal about getting more schools here. A lot of our schools have been bursting at the seams for quite some time.
Help for education space in those communities is coming. Both Chestermere and Airdrie are in line to receive school construction funding from the province.
I think property owners understand that on one hand, they pay taxes to the municipality to do municipal things like fix roads and potholes and snow clear and fix water pipes. And they also pay money to the province to be able to make sure their kids get a great education.
Critics say it doesn't make those tax jumps any easier to take.
You know, the Minister of Finance has said over and over again that the Alberta advantage is because it's affordable to live here. And yet they're doing everything they can to erode that affordability.
Jordan Canagan, CTV News, Calgary.
In High River, the requisition amount to the province is up 19%. Okotoks is also up 19%, meaning a $287 jump for the average Okotoks homeowner. The province says work is underway on 16 new school projects for smaller and rural communities across the province. Among them, a new high school in Cochrane, a new elementary and junior high school in Airdrie, and a new francophone school in Canmore. Construction hasn't started on these projects yet, but planning and design work is underway. The province says it can take 3 to 5 years on average for a project to go from planning to opening its doors.
Of course, a project can move through those stages at different speeds, depending on the site, depending on utilities, whether those things are connected, permits are in order, and all of those other pieces.
The province had previously announced planning and design funding for 14 school projects in Calgary in 2026. There are currently 161 active school projects across Alberta. The mayor of Jasper says rebuilding the town is ahead of schedule. A wildfire wiped out most of the community in 2024. The recovery comes thanks in part to the provincial and federal governments spending millions of dollars on new building projects. Evan Kenny has more from Jasper on the latest development.
The federal and provincial governments have teamed up, giving nearly $21 million to build these affordable housing units on the west end of Connaught Drive. Ottawa is giving $14.3 million for phase 1 of the project. That's going towards the construction of 40 units. The province is giving $6.5 million through Alberta's Affordable Housing Partnership Program. The government of Alberta is giving an additional $5.5 million to phase 2 of this project, which will build 40 more units. Jasper's mayor says the town was already short about 600 housing units before the fire and lost roughly 820 units in the fire. He says building projects are ahead of schedule.
We have exceeded where we thought we would be for 2025, so we thought potentially a third of the buildings that were lost might get started, and we are over 100 now. We consider that to be exceptional progress.
This land was sold to the town of Jasper by Parks Canada for $1. Phase 1 of this project is expected to be complete at the end of this year. Evan Kenny, CTV News, Jasper.
The weekend is almost here, and also a warming trend.
Yeah, Mother Nature's buttering us up because by Sunday we lose an hour and we get snowfall. So let's enjoy these next couple of days. Yesterday's high was -7. Today's high was +6. So we've already started this. And tomorrow, you're looking at a high of 10 degrees, double digits in the city. So sunshine for the morning hours, a little more cloud cover in the afternoon. So there will be cloudy periods at times. And in the afternoon, the winds will pick up a little bit, gusting up to 40 kilometers per hour. But we're going to get up to 10 degrees and then even warmer into the teens by the time we kick off the weekend. Those details just ahead.
Danielle, thank you. A long lineup of flashing lights along the Trans-Canada tonight just east of Deerfoot. A massive convoy of ambulances, tow trucks, fire engines, police and peace officers and maintenance vehicles made its way to 16th Avenue Northeast between 36th Street and Barlow Trail. This is the annual Slow Down, Move Over campaign, a reminder for drivers to move one lane over when passing a stopped emergency vehicle, tow truck or maintenance vehicle. Last year, police say they had 2 injury-related incidents where drivers crashed into a police car pulled over while helping someone.
It's the worst part of our job, EMS, fire and the tow truck drivers. It's the worst part that we have to deal with because we are in the hands of the drivers on the road and we're expecting them to drive sensibly when they're on the roads.
Drivers caught failing to slow to 60 in the lane next to a stopped emergency vehicle could face fines starting at $163. Still to come, would a 2-tier health plan create even more problems? Several national health organizations are warning that a public-private model could make wait times even longer.
You're watching CTV News, Calgary.
Several national health organizations are speaking out against Alberta's plan for physicians to work in the public and private healthcare systems. Doctors say it will increase wait times, but Premier Daniel Smith says the coming changes could actually improve care. Mark Villani has more.
Wealthier patients waiting for a hip or knee replacement will soon be able to jump the public queue and pay out of pocket for such a procedure in Alberta. A move critics say could leave those depending on public health care waiting even longer as doctors float between private and public systems.
Doctors can't be in 2 places at once.
The province says these changes are meant to improve access. The Premier had a stark message for critics.
Well, they're wrong.
Legislation known as Bill 11 is set to be implemented in the months to come, allowing Alberta doctors to accept private payment for care that's currently covered by public insurance.
If you're willing to pay me 4 times as much as the public system pays me, I'm going to save 1, 2, 3, 4 spots in that clinic.
Smith says other provinces like Quebec have made their doctors choose between public or private care. She doesn't want that. Instead, she expects Alberta physicians to perform the same number of procedures in both systems.
And so our priority is the public system. We want to make sure that no one ever has to pay out of pocket for medically necessary care, and we will be monitoring it.
But some medical experts gathered in Ottawa Thursday to say that's just not possible. Adding public health care will lose resources, and there aren't enough physicians to keep up with demand.
That would mean longer waits, fewer available doctors, and more strain on the public system.
Others are now calling on the federal government to step in and enforce the Canada Health Act, suggesting Alberta's 2-tier system violates a patient's rightful access to care.
We know the harm that will come from a system that prioritizes wealth over need. This is not the Canada that we train to serve.
Still, Smith disagrees, suggesting this will lead to Albertans taking themselves off the public queue to take advantage of this new option.
We anticipate this will increase capacity.
Mark Villani, CTV News, Calgary.
Premier Smith says Bill 11 is expected to be fully implemented soon in this current legislative session. A Calgary group that helps young women avoid homelessness is celebrating 30 years. Safe Haven Foundation of Canada is marking 30 years with a new program called Havens Rise. The initiative would provide financial literacy and education on budgeting, mortgages, and the responsibilities of home ownership. Eventually, women in the program could apply for a gifted down payment. The CEO of Safe Haven says it's a better alternative to putting hard-earned money into long-term rentals.
Instead, that is sticking with them, right? They have equity to borrow against if they really need it. They have equity to build on if they want to build a greater future for themselves. They're getting the chance to build generational wealth and pass it on to their families in a way they never would have been able to otherwise.
The down payments will be provided by Dolce Real Estate. Since 1996, Safe Haven has helped over 160 girls and young women facing homelessness. The team at Dinosaur Valley Studios in East Cooley has built many prehistoric creatures, but its biggest project to date is a blue whale skeleton. Fabricators have spent close to 3 years cleaning the bones and mounting them on a steel structure. The finished piece will become an outdoor public exhibit at Oregon State University. Kevin Fleming has more.
Many of the bones are placed into their cradles on a steel structure built from scratch by fabricators at Dinosaur Valley Studios. It's a massive skeleton measuring over 21 meters long, but some of the bones were broken when the dead blue whale came to rest on shore.
The whole left side was damaged because it was laying on its left side on the beach, and so all the bones all the ribs we had to fix.
Jason Van Cleef uses glue and foam to make repairs that will then be sanded down and painted to hide the fix. The biggest challenge for the team was the skull. It was broken badly, likely after a ship strike, and the decision was made to replace it.
We carved this scale model just so we could get kind of a ballpark of what exactly we want to do with the skull, how we want to put it together, how we want to mount it. You know, it's easier when you make a miniature.
The skeleton is clean today, but arrived at the studio in East Cooley needing a lot of work.
The mandibles alone, the lower jaws, we probably purged 150 pounds per jaw of oil out of each one.
The whale was light for its size, weighing less than 100,000 kilograms when discovered in 2015 on the Oregon shoreline.
It was an incredible opportunity for us to learn from the animal, but also to recover the animal with the ultimate desire to articulate the skeleton and put it on display at Hatfield Marine Science Center, which is where the Marine Mammal Institute is housed.
We wanted to have a more dynamic pose, not just a straight line. So we have an arc, and it's going to be slightly turning, that it's a whale that's just beginning a dive down.
Frank Hadfield says the next big job on the project is to paint the steel structure and spray a protective coating on the bones so they can withstand the harsh weather on the Oregon coast. Kevin Fleming, CTV News, near Drumheller.
The blue whale is expected to make the trip back to Oregon in May. The skeleton will be mounted outside the new Marine Studies building at Oregon State University. Well, Danielle's up next with her Skywatch forecast, talking about that warm up for the next couple of days. Then we cool off with some snow by the end of the weekend. Those details next.
All right, well, today was the beginning of a 3-day warming trend. Yesterday was -7, today +6. That was the high in the city. Lethbridge and Pincher Creek got into the double digits, and Calgary will get into the double digits for tomorrow, or at least close enough. Milk River got to 9 today. Medicine Hat, slower to warm up than everywhere else, got to -3, but will be much warmer for tomorrow. All right, earlier today we did have a couple snowflakes in the city. That has since fizzled out, headed towards the south. This is all dying out. This is nothing significant. This is what we're looking at. Clearing out overnight of most of southern Alberta. Sunshine to kick off the day for tomorrow. We will get some cloudy periods at times, but we'll also get some sunny breaks in the city and the far south looking at sunshine for the day. All right, let's fast forward to Saturday. Saturday, we have a small chance early in the morning of an isolated shower. That's nothing significant, but that's a small chance early in the morning, and then it clears out. We'll just have some cloud cover at times. All right, Sunday, when we're looking at significant weather, just after the noon hour is when we get into the potential of some snowfall. This looks like it will be enough to shovel for sure. Anywhere from 5 to 10 centimeters expected for Calgary. But keep in mind, it's a little bit of a ways away, and I will continue to keep you posted on the snow you can expect. So 10 degrees for tomorrow. Mainly sunny skies, but there will be some cloudy periods at times. And in the afternoon, it will get a little windy, gusting out of the northwest 40 kilometers per hour. By Saturday, that small chance of an early morning shower, and then things clear out. And look at that high for Saturday, 14 degrees. Sunday, we will get a high of 8, but that will be earlier on in the afternoon, and then temperatures will drop as this system rolls in. We're looking to kick it off with likely a little bit of rain first, and then switch over to snowfall as temperatures drop off fast. Anywhere from 5 to 10 centimeters expected, and I will keep my eye on that for you. Also, before you go to sleep Saturday night, the microwave, the car, the oven, make sure you set that clock forward 1 hour, because we do lose an hour by Sunday morning.
All right, Danielle, thank you. The Calgary Marathon is just a few months away, and this year's race will have a new look. We'll check it out next. Calgary Marathon organizers have unveiled the 2026 finisher medal and official race shirt, both with updated designs. The official race shirt carries the phrase "more than run." Organizers say it's meant to capture how the sport connects people, especially those taking part for the very first time. Meantime, this year's medal continues the tradition of also doubling as a belt buckle. It features the distinctive teepee at NMAX Park, a landmark runners have gotten to know quite well. It's a rematch of last year's Canada West men's hockey final. The Mount Royal Cougars will face the Saskatchewan Huskies in a 3-game series starting on Friday night at Flames Community Arena. Here's Glenn Campbell.
The Saskatchewan Huskies are going to walk away with a championship banner tonight.
It's a feeling the Mount Royal Cougars will never forget, losing to the Saskatchewan Huskies last year in the Canada West final.
We watched them celebrate, right? And we got silver medals and they got gold medals, and they had the championship team picture and the trophy, and we were 6-hour bus ride home to think about it.
As great as the Cougars men's hockey program has been in recent years, one thing is still missing: a Canada West banner. For players like Clay Honus, who is graduating after this year, winning the Canada West would mean a lot.
We got a lot of 4th, 5th year seniors on the team, and it's going to be, that would be unbelievable to have a banner up there and something that, no one can ever take away from us. Yeah, it would be amazing for the school.
And the Cougars would love to get some revenge on the Huskies, and that'll give them plenty of motivation. This will be their first time hosting the men's championship, and within minutes, it was sold out.
I think about how many times in life do you really get to have a tight-knit community or group of people behind you, supporting you in what you do, right? So, yeah, to be able to see them, and parents and grandparents and professors and everything come and support and cheer, it means so much to me, and I know it means a lot to the guys in the room over there.
No matter who wins the series, both the Cougars and Huskies are guaranteed a spot in the Nationals.
This was kind of the target the whole year, was to get back to this opportunity and finish the job. And that's been a mantra for our group, is job's not finished.
Glenn Campbell, CTV News, Calgary.
Game 1 is Friday night, puck drop at 7. Game 2 is Saturday night, and if necessary, Game 3 will be played on Sunday, and all games will be played at Flames Community Arena. And a quick Flames note: the visiting Ottawa Senators drop Calgary 4-1 tonight. The Flames' next game, 8 p.m. Saturday against Carolina at the Saddledome. That's it for us. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.